I'm Jamie.
And I'm Cindy.
Together, we're the Biddy Buddies. Headed to the airport to fly to North Carolina for the Grandfather Mountain, what do they call it?
Highland Games, Scottish Highland Games, yeah. We are headed to the Sanford Airport we're flying into Asheville to go to the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games.
Even though we live very close to the Orlando airport, it's less expensive to fly out of Sanford, so about a 45-minute drive to get up there for a whole lot of savings.
Yeah, the tickets were, I think, $100 and then $25 for the bag, but yeah. Anyway, my son is driving us up to Sanford, so this is our first plane trip.
I know!
And we're very excited. We're finally getting out of the state.
No, I mean, it's a fabulous state, and there's so much to see here, but
we're very excited about where we're going, and it's been a long time coming, so come along for the ride or fly. Oh, that's a boat. Fly with me.
We're back to wearing earrings.
Oh, yeah.
In the flight and on the shuttle, but there we have to wear the mask.
Right. We're at the airport getting some refreshments before the flight. This
is shock top. It's a lovely Belgian white.
Yes. I like shock tops.
I do too. I like blue moon. I wish we had the orange.
Oh yeah.
Security completely fast and easy.
This is a smaller airport than like OIA or something like that. It's a regional airport. We got through security really fast.
Yeah. Pouring rain outside. Thankfully, there's a cover, so we didn't have to stand out in the rain before we could get in. So
traffic outside getting to where we needed to be dropped off was horrible.
Busiest
I've
ever seen.
Yeah, I've never seen this airport that crowded. But all in all, it's a great experience at this airport anyway.
I hear thunder rumbling, so I'm hoping we don't get delayed.
That's not a good sign. But
you'll know as soon as we do.
Yikes.
So our flight has now been delayed because the airplane coming in is late coming in. So we were supposed to leave at 4:55. It's now leaving at 5:45. So get to check out the airport. And Jamie gets to eat. Wow, glad I'm not in that line. What the heck?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, but we went on. Well, they're checking bags and getting tickets. We did that online, and we got smaller bags. We packed lightly, so we packed light, and we avoided that line, which that makes me kind of happy. Yes. So
odds have improved that we're actually going to get to leave. We appear to have an airplane.
Have arrived in Asheville. We are at the airport. It appears to be very small. And we are trying an app called Turo because we hesitated in renting a car, thinking that maybe the prices would go down, I guess. They didn't. So we resorted to this app that I had heard about. It is a way, it's kind of like Airbnb, but for a car.
Yeah.
So you borrow a car from a person. For 4 days, this is costing $597. We get 800 miles. So we'll let you know how it goes.
How Turo works. Yeah.
New thing for us too. So we may be exploring new options for you.
So we landed, we're out of the airport, we are in the rental car that we rented through Turo.
Turo, yeah, it's an app, which I talked about already.
So now we are on our way to Creekside Chalet Apartments that we got through Airbnb. And it's supposed to be an hour and 15-minute drive.
it's dark, but it's not going to stay dark. I want to do a first impression of the place, except that the owner met us at the curb here, which is delightful of them. So this is it. I can't wait to see it in the light. Hi, I'm Jamie.
Yes.
Are you like filming us?
I am.
Take the camera on here?
I am now.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna take you out by the creek. So this is the outside of where we're staying, which is called the Creekside Chalet. There's one of the chalets. This is the one we're staying in. We're in apartment A, which is down on the bottom, which is excellent. Pretty well marked. Just saw 2 hummingbirds fly by, which was never seen a hummingbird in real life, and it was pretty interesting. I'm gonna take you down by the creek. Oh my gosh. So they have lightning bugs and hummingbirds, so that's kind of cute. Pretty interesting. Yeah, this is where we're staying. We're at the bottom in A. Little sitting area in the back. But what I wanted to take you out here to look at this creek for the Creekside Chalet. It's pretty cool. You got a little picnic area and bench. They sell firewood here. So if you decide you want to have a little campfire, they have fire pits for every one of them. So that's kind of cool. And they have outside grills too, if you wanted to grill, but I don't see that happening. We're going to be into the haggis this week. So, a little, watch my step. And this is why it's called the Creekside Chalet. And you can hear that at night from your bedroom, which I had the window open all night, so I fell asleep to the sounds of the creek. Which is pretty cool, huh? Of course, there are lots of birds waking us up at 7 a.m. No alarm. Oh, and there's another fire pit. Oh, my goodness. And look at that. Oh, how cute. Nice little area they have roped off here. In fact, I think I'm gonna go get some coffee and sit out here.
We're in North Carolina.
Newland, North Carolina. It's just outside of Grandfather Mountain or Boone or Banner Elk, whichever you want to, but it's in that general location. We're about, the lady that owns the place says we're about 20 minutes away from Grandfather Mountain.
Which is what we came for. There's a Highland festival at Grandfather Mountain. I think it's the biggest in the country.
They say it is, yeah.
We both operate tents for our Scottish clans at festivals in Florida.
I'm with House of Gordon.
And I'm with Clan Macneil.
I know a lot of people, whether they're Scottish or not, have come up to these games too. And it is the games that was in the Outlander series that they all went to.
Where
I think
Roger
in season,
sang.
season 1 or 2. This was the game supposedly that they had gone to back in the days, and it's been running for a very long time because the Scots in this area thought that this area reminded them of Scotland.
Right, so a lot of people settled here when they were, when they suffered the Highland clearances, a lot of Scottish people settled in this area.
Right, and so it's got a strong Scottish heritage, and hence this is one of the oldest games in the country.
We expect to see Highland games, so the athletics, including tossing the caber and the hammer throw and
sheaf tossing.
So we'll show videos of that.
There's also Highland dancing,
which is probably my favorite thing. I love watching the dancing.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe it's not my favorite thing because I love the pipes.
Yeah, and then there'll be piping demonstrations. So.
Are there only demonstrations at this one? It's not.
No,
contests?
they'll have they have the full-blown contests. So.
And so there's traditional music, and there is also Celtic rock. So there's clans, there are vendors. They have heritage things here.
Yeah, they have like the Scottish tartan. The Tartan Museum here in North Carolina usually has a tent along Clan Row, stuff like that. And you can find all kinds of tartans and genealogy tents and stuff like that. So a lot of people go there just to find out more. But it is like, I think, over 100 clans that come to these games.
That is awesome.
So anyway, come along with us to Grandfather Mountain. We're going to have a good time.
Thanks for coming with us. See you up on the mountain.
What time we came in?
Well, we got up here at about 9:30. It's now almost 10 o'clock because it took us that long to figure out how to get into the parking lot and to get across the street into line.
And so this is the line to get onto the shuttle bus at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, now it's 10.
Now 10:30, yeah.
Waiting in line.
So, and there is no general parking on the mountain unless you have a patron's pass.
And the handicap placard serves no purpose here, although I did call ahead and find out that you can drop people off up at the top if they're handicapped.
So that's the parking situation on Friday. Saturday, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Welcome to Grandfather Mountain.
So we got in line at the shuttle parking at 9:30 in the morning. We were in the third lot across the street because the other two lots were already full at 9:30 in the morning on a Friday.
So, and Friday's the slow day.
Right. We hit the mountain and it's 10:30, so it will take you a solid hour to go through the line for the shuttle bus, get on the shuttle bus, and ride up here because they have to take a roundabout way to drop you off.
And I'll just give you a little brief. We're standing in the campground.
Yeah.
House of Gordon, which is Cindy's house, as earlier mentioned.
Yeah.
Buchanan, just all the clans all around. These are people who plan well ahead and get their camp spots. This is my first time at this game, so this is my first impression. It's very different from anything I've seen before. We're gonna start walking around and look for the clan. Sort of Clan Row.
for you guys a couple of tunes that we'll actually be playing down there over in the Grove with the Seven Nations. We're called Clan Kale.
Kale.
As Julian pointed out, we are the healthiest band. I think our symbol's going to be a kale leaf.
Which everyone.
No, it's spelled the old Gaelic way. Stands for Children of Music. You know what? That's what we are. Aren't we, Julian?
Really?
A reminder, if you would like to participate in the Parade of Titans with your clan, participants should begin lining up about 10.
So it is 5:26. We thought we would share with you our experience of the first day at Grandfather Mountain. I think we've said before, I've been here before, so I kind of knew what to expect, and she didn't.
I was glad though that you warned me because my expectations would have been considerably higher.
Right.
So I was glad that you said
Don't expect too much.
that you explained what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Honestly, after day one, I would say this wouldn't be a destination game for me again.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that right now is because it took us an hour and 35 minutes to get off of the mountain and out of the parking lot because they make you take shuttles to get up and down the mountain. Getting up the mountain took us an hour.
Because there's no public parking on the mountain.
And then coming down.
And the important part to remember is not only do you pay for your tickets, you pay for those shuttles.
Right, the shuttle's extra. And you have no option but to
Pay
get a
for it.
shuttle because
Yeah.
you can't, there's no place to go up
So
there.
think about the cost of the ticket and the cost of the shuttle because
Right.
there's no way around it unless you get a patron package, which costs anywhere from $500 to $600 for a family of 4, and then it includes parking right there on the mountain, and that's what I actually did last time. The parking is wonderful then, and you pass by all those people who are standing in line for an hour.
Also, if you can get in quickly enough to get a campsite, there are campsites right on the field.
And from everything we've heard, camping is the way to do it.
Yeah, and that way it would be
Grandfather.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But it took us an hour and 35 minutes to get down, and
Any of the music venues, you are sitting on the ground most of the time or in bleachers. Very limited bleachers.
Right, or on
plan
the
on
ground.
sitting on the ground.
Or bring your own chairs,
Yeah.
which some people do.
Those are the small music. The music is not a big thing for them. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, Seven Nations is a big band.
Yeah, and it's a very small area for the music. And when I talk about music, I'm talking about like rock and folk bands. I'm not talking about piping.
Right, not the competitions.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
at a Celtic festival or at Scottish festivals, there are usually pipe and drum competitions.
Right.
We're talking about the music for entertainment.
Right.
And Seven Nations is a big draw band. They've been around for a long time.
And it's just tucked out of the way spaces. There are a little bit of bleachers that maybe seat 20, 30 people maybe.
Yeah, and there were two
then
sets
everybody
of
else,
those, I think.
and everybody else is sitting on the grounds or on the ground.
Also, I'll give you, while we're here, I'll give you an aching foot rating.
Yeah, it's not good.
My feet are aching.
Yeah.
It's hilly to get up and in. Once the Clan Row, this is very clan centric, this festival, which I like on its own, but
Right. Unless you have a lot of money to spend, if you're handicapped or have mobility issues, you're going to have a hard time.
yeah, getting to the vendors is a challenge, getting to the food, getting to the music, all a challenge. The only thing that's flat once you're in is
The Clan Row.
The Clan.
Yeah. So, so that's just a little update.
Cost, very expensive.
Pretty expensive. And this is just day one.
So maybe
we get to do this again tomorrow.
I'm not saying that I'm still glad we're here.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do this since I knew that it existed, but
Kind
the point of our
surprising.
videos
Yeah.
is to give you some warning.
Yeah.
We're doing some recon
Yeah.
for you. So
Plan to shell out. I think it's worth doing once in your life.
yeah.
And if you can camp and you have the money and you have the camper, from what I understand, camping is the way to do it.
I would come back if I could camp.
Yeah, and in fact, we're actually talking about it for next year, roping somebody in, Jim. But that's okay, Jim. Did I say Jim?
Firefighter Jim.
Firefighter Jim, who might have a camper. So the wrap, aching feet is pretty high for me.
Cost, and Cindy's in a lot of pain. She was in that accident, and
There's no places to sit really, and I need to sit every once in a while
there
with
were
my back and my neck.
people were sitting on the side of the hills
Yeah.
on the ground.
And I'm not a ground sitter.
It hurts the back a lot.
Yeah, it hurts our back a lot. We definitely did not come this way.
History, no, we definitely did not come this way. We
We got lost for a quick minute.
turn around.
Would strongly recommend you download maps
Yeah, and that's what we were
Um,
just discussing.
because we
We have no coverage up here.
no coverage. So we're in and out spotty, and we went way out of our way to
Relying
where we're
on the
going.
GPS to tell us where to go is not working.
Yeah.
So, maybe if we had even just a street map, or
maybe if we were seasoned travelers, we would know.
we are #seasoned travelers.
And we know, but I get lazy.
I mean,
I do get lazy.
I'm 100% reliant on
I'm
technology.
like, I'm good. They call me Rand McNally. No, not in the mountains.
So-
Anyway, so
Safety, the place is swarming with police and fire.
police
So,
like this place.
so that's not a concern.
No. Worthiness.
Now might not be a good time to ask me worthiness. It's worth doing. If I were giving you a ranking like between 1 and 5, right now my mood's about a 2.5, maybe.
I think it's the circumstances that you're going under, how long you plan on staying, and if this is if you're not Scottish, if you don't have any Scottish interest, I don't think it's worth the money that you're going to spend to. I mean, there's other venues that is not going to be as troublesome.
Right.
as this one.
There are lots of festivals.
Yeah.
Central Florida.
If this has been a lifelong dream, then yes, but do planning and plan to spend money. Get the patrons pass.
And in this case, seriously do it before it's too late,
Right.
because
Past a
it
certain
is
age,
very
you're not gonna
challenging to
enjoy
get
it,
around
yeah.
up there.
And the handicapped people, the elderly people, they did not look like they were having a good time.
There's no special. There's
Yeah.
no accommodation for it.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult for some of them. So, do that before it's too late if that's been a dream of yours. But plan on, spending a little extra. And if you are planning on camping or getting the patrons passes, you have to do it early. As soon as they go on sale, you have to get those tickets because they sell out like that. They sell out really fast.
Right. So
Worthiness is
I don't
just
want
like
you to
said.
feel like this whole thing is
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
I'm
We're just
glad
really
we're
tired.
here. Haven't eaten
We're
all day.
really
Haven't had
tired.
anything to drink
Yeah.
all day. I mean, I've had a little bit of water.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and it's a dry event. It's
There's no beer
unless
or
you
whiskey,
sponsor
which is
a
weird,
whiskey tasting, they don't have anything for you to drink.
which is unusual for a
It's
festival.
kind of strange, which is why we're looking for a liquor store.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
We appreciate
Please
it.
watch again. We're happier most of the time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And get up, get out, get going.
Do it. Come out to the North Carolina mountains. They're kind of pretty.
It is beautiful. It's a very
Beautiful
pretty
country.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let you know, and we'll let you know how day 2 goes.
Yeah, day 2 might be totally different.
Thanks
Who
for
knows?
watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Go. We're going down the road. We're going down the road. We almost crashed, but we're going down
Did
now.
we?
I don't know.
Your phone
The camera
almost
almost crashed. The camera almost crashed.
Got another.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.